Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. Today we are deep in the heart of Texas, the actual geographical point in Texas that is the center, in Brady, Texas, on the Texas Forks Trail. Here in Brady, Texas, they are proud to be the heart of Texas. Supposedly, this is a place where if you stand, you are technically in the geographic center of Texas, and there's a plaque that commemorates it. So if you are ever here, you do feel a bit like you've accomplished something, like I did. Now I need to hit the southernmost, northernmost, easternmost, and westernmost point of Texas, which are all also pretty doable. And I was way too proud to be in the center of Texas. It just feels weird being there, and I like dancing. But the strange thing is that I've been driving for like 4 hours and I really needed to pee. There's no restrooms anywhere around. And my diabetes, pre-diabetes, sometimes goes crazy. So yeah, I peed in the middle of Texas, technically. Also, just south of that is Fort Mason, our first fort on our way over to the Texas Forks Trails. Fort Mason is a pretty small fort. There really isn't much to see there except for one of the buildings. But you can see it's up on a hill, perfect place for a fort. And a common theme you will see through all these forts is that the main enemy were the Comanche. The Comanche were fierce warriors, so once they caught a hold of the horse that the Spanish left behind, they really took off and really created trouble for new settlers, squatters and stuff. So Texas and the United States decided to build a series of forts on the frontier, and that's what the Texas Forks Trail is all about, is visiting these forts and seeing the history behind them, and seeing how the Comanche back in the 1850s to 1900 were really a thorn on the side of the people. Rightfully so. I mean, it's their land, right? But this was also the last place where Robert E. Lee served. Nice, quiet little place, and I love little dioramas. They're my favorite. Like, I wonder who makes historical dioramas. I guess it's just some nerd in some basement going crazy, or is there an official person that actually does them for the state of Texas? Because you're going to notice a lot of them on this trip. And you'll see what some of the furniture used to look like, and then the official plaque that tells you that this is Fort Mason. And as you can see, there's not much at this one, but some of the other ones will have more historical places to look at. And it's right up on top of the hill. You see the whole of Texas from up there, which is a good defense point. And then if you pass by town, you can see a statue of Old Yeller. This was supposedly the area where Old Yeller takes place, here on the Texas frontier. So there you see faithful Old Yeller, who gets rabies and dies at the end. Spoilers! Anyways, that's probably the first of dogs dying tropes that we see. There's also a pretty big Texas that is just next to the roadway, just laying there. Which is good because I love all these weird stuff that you see along the trails. I'm a big sucker for them. And then you end up passing through San Saba, Texas, which is a nice little town. I love this little park that they have there. It's a pond. It's a little pond filled with ducks, and there's a little beach at the end where you can go and relax and do beach things. But I myself like looking at the ducks because I'm a big bird person. I like how they swim. And it's pretty nice because they actually have a little waterfall. It's been well maintained. It's a pretty cool park. The ducks get to roam around freely. There's walkways, little hiking trails, and a little creek plus this wheel. It's a pretty cool place to visit in San Saba if you just want to relax for a couple of hours, just take it easy, enjoy nature. enjoy the well manicured lawns that look like they're part of nature. So, if you get a chance to visit San Saba, make sure to stop here. Also nearby, we have the Regency Suspension Bridge, one of the last remaining suspension bridges in Texas. It's out in the middle of nowhere, and it crosses the San Saba River. And it's one line, so you gotta take turns if somebody's there. But I find it fascinating that it's just out here in the middle of nowhere. Like, did they expect for there to be a lot of traffic in this area? Either way, it's pretty high, as you can see. Just wonder what made them have to be the place to build this suspension bridge. But I myself love suspension bridges. There's one in Waco, which I'm waiting to get renovated so that I can go visit it again. And then there's this one where you can see the red San Saba River filled with muddy silt. I'm a big fan of rivers, and you can definitely see the river from here. There's not much traffic, so you can walk across it easily without having to worry about being run over or anything. Also, I'm afraid of heights, so be very careful. The creepy thing though was that it sort of wobbles when you walk on it. Wobble, 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 wobble. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you've been enjoying this trip through the Texas Fortress Trail, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye-bye.